Hi, I'm Kidnattha Papawinargun. So today we're going to talk about the gender inequality that exists in other country. So today I'm going to Will. What's your name?
I'm Mani Pathana Phongpibun.
So how are you right now?
I'm 23 and I'm from Thailand.
And okay, so you have grown up in Thailand, then you move here, or
Yes, I grew up in Thailand. I born in Thailand.
okay. So can you tell me like the location, like you born in a suburb or in the capital?
I was born in the capital city,
So the name is
Bangkok.
okay. And so, what do you think about the gender inequality that exists in your country?
So the inequality
Yeah,
things
inequality.
in my country
Like gender,
is
like
mostly is about the manner that society tend to set the things that women have to be more polite and more proper in their in the way they dress, in the way they walk, in the way
like
that
how they
eat.
dressing, how they eating, and what the difference between men? So men supposed to be like aggressive, like they can do whatever they want to do.
They're not aggressive, but I mean they can do something more.
More than a girl
Like-
can do.
Yes, like when they sit, they can like put their feet up or something, and then they doesn't look that bad like girls
like the
do.
girl do. So you're not supposed to do like this when you are a girl, right? When you're eating dinner with your family. So it's supposed to be like different way from the boy is. So boy can do like more free than the girl, but
Yes.
girl is not. So how about other thing like in the office, in the workplace? Is it some occupation that's discrimination, the gender? Like something that girl can do and something that boy can do and girl
in
cannot
the
do.
workplace, I don't think I see much inequality, but that will be in the men's side that girls and boys we do equal amount of work,
Uh-huh.
but when it's come to the work that requires strength
Mhm.
or the work that just help the company, then they'll what do we
What do you-
they expect more
More than
More men
men
to
can
help
do.
them.
Oh, okay.
they don't expect from women. I mean,
Like
if we don't help them,
Okay.
they don't think that we are not like bad people. They think that oh, they are women, they are weak.
Oh, okay. Like when someone asks someone to help, so people are gonna expect that boy gonna help other because they are more like gentle and they're more helpful than the girl. So they're not gonna ask the help from a girl. Even you can do everything the same, but they're not gonna ask you, right?
Yeah, I mean mostly.
Mostly, right? Oh, okay. How's about? Did you get paid the same with the boy and
Yes,
with the men
I
and
think the
women?
same.
Okay, because here is like right? It's a difference.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Okay, in Thailand you get paid the same. And how's about the moral religion or something like that?
The religion. So most people in Thailand we are Buddhism,
Uh huh.
and then we have monk.
Mhm.
So in Buddhism, men can like interact with monk more than women. They can
Oh,
touch, they can like give thing to monk directly, but for women, we just like sit far and then just touch.
you
men
cannot touch
hand.
like the monks.
Yes, and then we not really talk directly to monk, and then we have to behave ourselves more carefully than men.
Oh, like men can get like closer than to the monk than the girl can do, right? So how's about oh yeah, I heard about the building in religion that girl cannot enter, but just only for the men can enter. Did you know about that?
I don't think we have that in Thailand.
Oh, okay. And so for the religion, it's fine if the girl gonna study the religion like the men did, like the men does.
Yes.
So everything is mostly the same. So there's not a lot of inequality that exists in the country, right?
Yes, it's not very like ritualized. It's just in like culture or manner.
Culture and manner. So, do you think it's gonna change in the future, or is difficult?
Yes, because I mean it has been changed a lot since like in the
In the
past.
past?
People expect that women not supposed to work, like
Oh.
they're not supposed to work outside, and then men supposed to look after women in the financial things. But nowadays, I think every woman they have to work outside and also inside the house.
Oh, okay, like in the past, like other country, I think that's a girl expect to be like homemaker, like take care of children and do about the housework stuff, and a man is gonna be a person who go out and work for money, for paying a bill. But so today it changed. Like most of the parents they are work together. Like your mom and your dad, they both work, right? And so who you grow up with if they both work? Who taking care of you when you was young?
Mostly if it like a weekday, both of my mom and dad drove me to school, and then at the end of school I went back to the workplace by myself.
So your school, like your school and your mom office is like not far from each other, right?
Yes.
So you can walk right to it after you're like after school. And then how's about like the weekend?
The weekend.
Did your parents still work on the weekend? I mean when you was young.
No, usually they don't work on the weekend.
So they get the day off and then
we usually be together. But from what I see in my friends, some from family they have their father like taking care of them, and then some family they have their mom. So it's not that strict like in the past that mom have to be the one taking care of children.
Oh, okay. And how's about so most now like girl can work a lot of occupation like the men does, right? And do you think like is it better that both parents can work, or mom's supposed to be stay home and take care of children and dad's supposed to be the only person who work, or is it better that like both of them gonna help each other to work for paying a bill?
I think it would be better if both of them work, because we don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, if dad is the only one that work in the family, and then one day something bad happened to dad, and then so the family gonna be like shocked, and then they cannot go on because their mom doesn't work for a long time. It's gonna be very hard for her to go back to work
again, right?
And I don't think it's gonna be enough money to taking care of the whole family.
Oh, okay. Is everything in Thailand is kind of expensive to taking care of the 1 or 2 children?
I think it depends on which area. Like here in America, so like if we compare Fresno to like New York, it's gonna be very different.
It's gonna be different. But you born in capital, that means that your parents pay more to like to
yes, it's gonna be a little bit expensive
more than others area, right? So do you have like any kind of family that dad be the person who take care of children and mom is the only person who work for family? Do you have something like that?
I didn't see something like that in Thailand, but I saw it here.
Oh, in America,
my professor, she's the only one who work, and then
family.
she have her husband taking care of her children.
Okay, got it. So, but in Thailand, that's not a lot, right?
Yeah, there are not a lot. The only situation that mom is like working alone and then also taking care of her children is that she don't have her husband, or her husband passed away.
Okay. So, is that mean like? Okay, I want to ask you some questions. Like, do you think about the future that when you have like your family, are you gonna be the person who work for paying bill for the family, or both of you and your husband gonna work, or just only your husband gonna be work? What do you think about it?
I think it would be good if we can both work on the field that we want to,
Mm-hmm.
so that we don't have to work too much, because if only one people have to work, then they have to work very hard because they have to taking care of the whole family. But if both of us help each other
To work.
and then help each other, like taking care of our children.
Oh, it's gonna be the
So
rest
it's-
work, right?
Yes, and then we have time for our children.
To stay. Okay, I got it. I think I got it. Like both of you better to work and then to help each other to making a payment, and then you also got the same time to stay with your children, right? Okay, that's fair. And so, do you think what you see from in your country and America is about gender inequality or the discrimination? What the difference between here and your country?
In America, I heard some news that sometime in some company,
Mm-hmm.
women and men got different rates of salary.
Mhm.
Even their position is the same and their loads of work are the same, but I haven't seen that
Happen in Thailand.
Yes.
Oh. So they all get paid the same rate, whatever occupation. So today we know a lot about the breakout of like the discrimination in gender in your country. So I have to say thank you that you give me the information, your breakouts about your story about the gender inequality.